Hey there, this is Lori Petrosino, and this training today is going to be about internet marketing basics. So we're going to talk about internet marketing in relation to growing your Likes XL business. So as we already know, there's two sides to making money with Likes XL. You have your passive side, where you can earn 20% additional income on your purchase of advertising packs. And you have the referral side, where you can earn unlimited amount of income by sharing this opportunity with other people. So the difference between Likes XL and traditional MLM is that many distributors of traditional MLM will drop out after 3 months when they're not having duplication. This is something that we see on a regular basis, and you may have experienced that yourself, where you've joined an MLM company and then you do all this work to get people in, and then 3 months later, because they're not having the same duplication, they drop out. And this is very frequently happens in business, and it's very frustrating because you've done all that work and yet you now are starting from scratch, basically from the beginning. Well, within Likes XL, 100% of participating members are having success. So the retention in our business is almost always 100%. So do you know what that means for you? It means that you do the work once and you're paid for the lifetime of that member. Now, that's an amazing thing to have in a business, and it's very, very much needed in the online work from home space. Now, do you think that's worth sharing with other people? Well, if you want results, you have to be willing to do what others won't. And I know it can be scary to share with people, and a lot of times people are worried about rejection, but honestly, you need to be willing to do what other people won't. And that means sharing. Remember, when you share a business with someone, especially a business that earns 100% of the time passively, you're helping them. So you need to come at this with a different perspective to realize that you're really doing yourself and other people a disservice if you're keeping it to yourself. You want to share this great opportunity with people. Now, you can share your business online or you can share your business offline. Use a method of sharing that is the most comfortable for you. That's the most important. So some examples of that would be emails, using the phone, making a video, doing meetings, or just, speaking to someone one-on-one. When you choose your most comfortable method, that you can combine that element with your internet marketing, you're then going to use that strength when connecting with your leads. So let's talk about understanding the 4 core basics of internet marketing. So the 4 core basics of internet marketing are your offer. That's number 1. Number 2 is your capture page. Number 3 is your autoresponder, which is also called a database. And number 4 is traffic. Now, number 1, let's talk about your offer. So offers vary in internet marketing. So right now your offer is Likes XL. Let's just say you were in another company and it was, focusing on personal development or weight loss or whatever it may be. Let's just say that was your offer. Okay, that's what you're looking for here. Your number 1 is your offer. So your offer is Likes XL because that's what you want to market and share with people. So number 2 is your capture page. Now, what is a capture page? Okay, this is important to understand, especially if you're new to internet marketing. These are the 4 core basics, so please pay attention here and take notes if you need to, and also you can rewind the video to watch this part again. So a capture page is also sometimes called a squeeze page. It is a web page where people enter their name and email, sometimes a phone number as well. And its purpose is for you to get their name and email onto a database. It's your own database where you can follow up with them on a regular basis. So the capture page must entice people to enter their name and email in exchange for information. And shortly I'm going to show you some examples of that. Information can be in the form of a video, a PDF document, an e-course, or even an answer to a question. Okay, so let's take a look at some examples of capture pages so you understand what I mean. Okay, so here's a capture page. You may have seen these on the internet. This one says, PDF, free PDF report, download now. Reveals how to lose 7 pounds in 7 days without the gym or any crazy workouts. Enter your primary email below to get this 7-day course for free. Learn how to start losing weight with these special foods. Now, this is a great email, obviously talking about weight loss. So the person who is using this capture page is sharing a weight loss product, which ultimately the goal would be to sell that weight loss product to a person. Now, if you were someone who was looking to lose weight and you saw this page, you would say, oh, great, I can get this free report that'll show me how to lose 7 pounds in 7 days. Like, I'm definitely going to enter my information here, and actually they're just asking for the email address, which makes it really easy for someone to be able to want to opt in. And now they know that when they opt in, they're going to get this free report. So again, that is the exchange of information. You are getting their information and they're getting your information. So you want to make it attractive enough or enticing enough for that person to enter their details, because simply having a capture page is not going to do it. Because many people, there's tons of capture pages out there, and someone does not have to give you their information. You need to make it enticing enough for someone to do that. So that's part of marketing. That's part of a factor that you need to take into consideration. So let's go on to the next one. This one is a great capture page. It's simple. It's very appealing to the eye. It just says you get paid fast. This is a brand new way to make money every day of your life. Start making money in hours. 3-minute video spills all. Wow, if you're looking to make money, you know that if you enter your information here, what you're going to get in exchange is a 3-minute video that's going to tell you everything about making money in just a few hours and how to get paid fast. So I really like this capture page. I like the way it looks. I think it's very simple. I would definitely enter my information here to find out what the details are. So here's an example of another one. Get access to this now. Free video I made, $712.35 last night. Video explains exactly what I did. Once again, asking just for the email address and also offering a video in exchange for their information. Here's another nice looking one. It just says stop living paycheck to paycheck and start getting paid monthly for doing this simple step. Find out how people like you are earning a 6-figure income just for being a part of this program. Again, they're getting the information of a video in exchange for the information that they're giving you. Now, if learning how to create capture pages is not necessarily, if it's new to you, it's not something you're used to doing, you can model from other capture pages that you see. If you can, try not to do like word for word, but model after it. Look at the way it's being presented. Look at the different capture pages and how they're worded and how they're simple, and the powerful words that are being used that will entice someone to come into your capture page. Now also, there is a funnel created within our system, so you can literally plug into the funnel that's already built. If you're not interested in learning how to create capture pages and tweaking them and testing them and things like that, you can simply use the funnel that's already built and you can plug right into the information and you'll have a funnel that's already working. Okay, so someone gives you their name and email, and they're called an opt-in or a subscriber. So it's extremely important that you give them what you told them you would. Like I said, the information they give you in exchange for the information you give them. So the next page after they opt in, that your opt-in or subscriber sees must be congruent to the capture page that you showed them and that they have seen already. So for instance, if you told them you were giving them a free PDF to a weight loss product, the next page you want to bring them to is either a way to get the PDF or a page that tells them, the next instructions, but it must be congruent. So let's just say you want to create a capture page for a specific group of people, which is a really, really great way to target specific groups of people. Let's say work-at-home moms. So your capture page would appeal to work-at-home moms. Maybe it has a picture of a mom with some kids, who is literally working at home, and your text is congruent to that. Well, the next page you take them to must also be congruent to work-at-home moms. Do you see what I mean? You wouldn't want to have them go to a page that talks about I don't know, just anything that isn't relevant. You want them to go to a specific page that is for them, that talks about what you are offering those people. Also, if you were targeting, let's say, the Forex industry, well, then you're not going to have them go to a page that's related to work, something work-at-home moms would see. That doesn't make sense. You want something related to the Forex industry that tells the Forex people, using the language that Forex people use. And again, it's all congruent. Congruency is extremely important. Okay, so you have two options as to where you can send your new subscribers after they click through your capture page and give you their data and their information. You can immediately send them to a page with a video, with the video of your offer or the PDF that you offered them, or you can send them to a thank you page that instructs them to check their email immediately for the free item you offered. Now, in doing it this way, your subscriber will have to go check for your email and read further information that you give to them within the email. So I kind of like this method the best. Now that your leads are on your list, it will give you the ability to get more personal with them, where they can get to know you as a real person. They will also get used to getting emails from you, and this part is extremely important, that you want to become very personal with them. So having a capture page is a necessity. It is not optional. If you want to be a serious business owner, I cannot stress this part enough. This is not optional. Please, if you have in the past been sending a page to your replicated site, or just a page with a video or some text, and you're paying for marketing, or you have interested people, you're not going to be able to continue to follow up with them. They'll look at it once and they'll be off your page, and you don't know if they looked at it. You don't know if they're interested. Maybe they meant to get back to it, but they forgot. But again, if you are not capturing that data, how can you continue to follow up with them? How can you continue to ask them, hey, did you like what you see? Or give them updates on the business, or your testimonial, or testimonials from other people. They must be able to get more information from you, and the only way to do that is through a capture page. So please, if you want to be a serious business owner, you must have the necessary tools. And remember, these are minimal costs, guys. This is not overhead like having a physical store. And trust me, I know, I had a physical store for years, and the amount of money you spend on overhead between rent and taxes and licensing and equipment and supplies and employee fees and anything you can think of. If you've ever experienced a physical business, just know that having a minimal cost, like say $30 a month, $50 a month for a funnel, whatever funnel you choose, is such a minimal cost for the returns you will earn when you're able to follow up with your people. So please, I can't stress this enough, do not send any traffic to a replicated page that does not have a way for a person to opt in onto a database for you to follow up with them. Okay, so I hope that clarifies where you need to be when it comes to being serious. Okay, so number 3 is the database where your subscribers will be placed. It's an autoresponder system, and that's the database where your subscribers will be placed when they opt into your page. This will now be called your list. Okay, so you have your offer, somebody opts into your capture page, and it automatically puts them into your autoresponder system, and now they are on your list, okay, where they can get follow-up messages. So now that they're in your database, you have the ability to follow up with them through regular emails on a regular basis. Now, the purpose of this is so that they eventually buy what you are selling or get involved in your business. Obviously, that makes sense, right? So therefore, an essential part of writing emails needs to address solving a problem they may have by showing them you have the solution. So again, going back to the example of weight loss, let's just say they opt in to get that free report. Well, they're getting that free report because they were looking to lose that 7 pounds you told them the free report would show them how to do. And obviously they want to lose some weight. So now that's their problem. You are able to give them more information about how to solve that problem. So each of your emails is going to give them further and further information about how to solve their problem. Your emails can tell stories, they can show successes of other people, and give them benefits of why joining can help solve their problem. So even if you're telling your own story, or you're showing, screenshots from a Facebook group that maybe your company is in and everybody's having these great results, you don't want to keep that to yourself. Share it with these people. They need to see that so they see real proof. And again, get to know you further as a real person. Again, don't be afraid to tell stories of how your business helped you and why you got involved. You'll go ahead and put pictures of yourself in the email, send personal videos to your list. You can just jump on your iPhone or your webcam and send a 30-second email and just saying, hey, welcome, it's great to have you here. This is a little bit of my story, why I got involved, but I just wanted to let you know that I'm here. If you have any questions, if you want to know, anything further about, how I lost that 7 pounds or how I made money in 30 days, just be personal with your list, put your face on camera, and you will be very surprised at the type of results and experiences that you'll get from other people who've been in the same shoes as you. They will actually reach out and send you private and personal emails. Again, here's another thing I wanted to point out. When you write emails, write like you would to a friend. Okay, so you don't want to make it so salesy or sound like it's just coming from a corporate, site. Write like you're writing to a friend. Use the same language that you use. And again, that person will resonate with you as a real person. So the follow-up emails, the content you write, And the connection with your subscribers may just about be the most important factor to your success. And I'm talking about any business, not just the Likes XL business. Any business that you ever choose to do in the future, from here on out, this is the most important part, that you stay connected to your subscribers. But it doesn't end there. Ask your list to connect with you on social media. Add your links in your emails to Facebook and Twitter and YouTube so that your email audience can get to know you even more. So 4 is traffic. Always send your traffic to a capture page. And I just spoke about this a little while ago, and you know how I feel about sending any kind of traffic to anything other than a capture page. You don't want to do it, only to a capture page. There are 2 ways to drive traffic to your capture page. That's free traffic and paid traffic. But before we go on to that, let me just recap what we talked about with the 4 core basics. 1, you have your offer, okay? And in this case, we are talking about Likes XL. 2, you have your opt-in or your capture page, your squeeze page. 3, you have your autoresponder. And 4, you have your traffic, okay? And traffic can be free or paid traffic. And we're going to move on and talk about how to fast track your business. Well, actually, we're going to talk first about paid traffic, but I want to just let you know that to fast track your business and save yourself time, you would go ahead and use paid traffic. Some people simply don't have the time for free traffic because it does take a little bit longer. And so a way to fast track your business, if you come right in and you have some funds you want to invest into paid traffic, this is your fastest way to see results. Now, there are plenty of paid traffic sources to choose from, and we'll talk about that later on. But free marketing is really more time consuming, and it can be slower, but works very well. So we've talked about the 4 core basics, and we've talked about the importance of the funnel. Hope you understand that and you took notes. Now, are you ready to take it to the next level? Let's talk about how you can utilize Facebook for free. And this is really one of the areas where it's my favorite. It's absolutely my favorite. And sometimes you do not need to even spend $1 on any sort of paid traffic if you have some time that you can, invest into using Facebook for free. So remember, we spoke about how to be personal and real in your emails to your subscribers. Well, when you understand the concept that people join people they know, like, and trust, then using sites like Facebook and YouTube and Instagram and Twitter can be your best resources. So let's begin with Facebook. You need a Facebook account to use for business, and you need to brand yourself. So if you have another Facebook account or a Facebook account that's your personal Facebook account, you can use that. That's absolutely fine. But if you're more apt to want to connect and share your business with people outside of your family and friends, then I would recommend getting or opening another Facebook account. That's up to you. I did not want to share initially what I started doing with my friends and family, so I opened up a separate Facebook account purely for business. So again, that's up to you, but it does work really well. So branding you means you, not your company, okay? So when I talk about branding yourself on Facebook, or even Instagram or Twitter, or any of those social media sites, I'm talking about you and not your company. So for instance, right now we're talking about Likes XL. I do not recommend, spreading Likes XL all over your site and having it on your timeline picture and all that kind of stuff. And we'll talk about that in a moment and why that's important. So for people to join you, they really don't care about your business. They need to resonate with you as a person, what you stand for, what's important to you, and what your area of expertise is. What happens with Facebook or any social media site, for instance, people will see that you are involved in one particular business, but they may have heard something about that business and they think it's one thing and they don't know anything about it, and they're automatically turned off because they see you're part of, let's say Likes XL. And they're like, oh, I've heard about that. I'm not interested. I know what that's about. But they really don't know what it's about. So by you branding your company rather than yourself, you're leaving away. People are just gonna, can come and leave. If they're interested in Likes XL, that's great. But many times they see what that's about and they really just have no interest. So they're not ever going to connect with you. You might write, oh, Likes XL earned me this much, earned me that much. But wouldn't it be more enticing if you wrote, hey, I woke up in my business or, in my back office, I earned this much, I earned that much, and you put a call to action in that post? Wouldn't that be so much better than saying what the company is? We'll talk about that further and I'll explain why. Okay, so let's talk about branding yourself on Facebook. Start by making sure you have a great profile picture of you and a great timeline picture. Your profile picture should be of you. It shouldn't be of your pet. Shouldn't be of a picture of you like really far away in this big scene because they can't really see your face, a nice smiling face. And it shouldn't be of your kids. It shouldn't be of you and your spouse. It should be of you, okay? You're the person who is being branded. You're the person who they're joining, so that picture needs to be of you. If you want to have a private, separate, personal page, then you can, do whatever you want with that particular profile. But with your Facebook branded business profile, you want to have a picture of you. You should be smiling. Let's go over, fill out your about section and interests. Fill it out in detail about yourself. If you need an example, just go to my Facebook profile and you can read, a little bit about what I have in there, and you get a better idea as to how you should fill out your about section and interests. The reason I'm saying to fill it out is because people will read it. Once you start connecting with people, they want to see who you are. So they'll come over to your Facebook profile and they will look at everything you're doing. Present yourself as a person who can add value and someone that people would want to join. And I think you know what I mean when I say that. When you go to someone's profile and you can see clearly they're not a business person, and you read their profile, you get a feel that would you want to join that person. So think about the businesses you've joined in the past and who you chose as a leader, who you chose as your sponsor. Why did you pick that person? Why did you choose them? Obviously, they added value to something in your life, or something you thought you could get from them as a sponsor, some value, some education maybe. So again, that's the type of person you want to be. So as you're creating and putting together your new profile, please keep that in mind. You want to stay away from negative posts, from political posts or rants. Remember, this is your business profile. Keep that on your personal profile if you really have to. Begin by posting on your profile wall. Create what we call an attraction marketing post. Now, examples of attraction marketing posts are posts that you make that compel people to comment or ask you for more information. Okay, just read that sentence again. Attraction marketing posts are posts that compel people to comment on the post or to go ahead and ask you for further information. This is important. This means not posting about what business you are in. Again, just like I said, branding yourself, not your business. So don't mention the name of your business. Just get them excited about something you have that they want to see more about. So however, you can share your results, which I think is the best way to do it. Results, a team member's results, posts that represent lifestyle. Again, a post that compels someone to ask you more information. So let's take a look at some examples. Here's one created by one of our members, Alex Villa, and I love this post. He doesn't talk about the business. He just says, congratulations to Deborah for locking arms with us and welcome to the team. That's 543 team members already, earning in their sleep. And then he goes on to talk about a little bit about what the company talks about. Exclusive contracts with Fortune 500 companies, billion-dollar trustee, pays residual levels 5 levels deep, no recruiting required. And then I love his hashtags. Hashtags are another way of adding an element to your post that gets people excited. Then he does a screenshot of his own back office downline. Genius. This is genius, okay? And Alex will get a lot of comments on this post, and Alex does this all the time. He's an amazing example of attraction marketing. So here's another one. Jacqueline does a great job. She writes, this is reaching the stars and beyond, second profit withdrawal, earning commissions in the thousands after 3 months, success at your fingertips. And then she says, a result's not typical. This is proof of payment. Not a guarantee you'll earn the same, but possible to earn this and more with an equal or greater value. Okay, so now she took a screenshot of a member who earned this income from our back office. Again, genius. She's using someone else on our team's results to leverage her own posts, and that is absolutely something you can do. You obviously don't put the name of the person whose income this is in your screenshot. Just take screenshots of the proof that you see. This shows people that other people are having results, which shows people that, wow, if other people can have these kind of results, I can have these kind of results. Okay, so here's one that I did where I basically said, you don't get this kind of growth by jumping around. I just write about my own results. I'm grateful that I stay focused on what I've been doing for the past 5 months. I've always added passive income streams as a safety net. That's a good plan. What's not a good plan is diverting focus off your main business for the next thing that pops up. And then I talk about if security isn't a number one priority, then you can be sure history will repeat itself. If you're like me and your heart and soul goes into a business, and when you're ready for a business to stay put, let's talk. I put the hashtags. I also use this little feature up here where you can see it says thinking about growing the team. You'll see that your post, before you add your post to your wall, it will prompt you at the bottom to be able to do something like that. It can say thinking about, it could say success, celebrating something, and you can just add it's just another layer, another element. Again, I use my my current back office downline at the time. Now, what's nice about this post, if you read it, obviously I don't talk about the Likes Excel business, but let's dissect this a little further. I am really talking about me and my own results. I talk about, the results that I got and how I realized, you can't get this kind of growth by jumping around. I talk about I'm grateful for what I've stayed focused on in the past 5 months. So I'm telling you, I've been doing this for 5 months, and look at my downline. I'm telling you that this is a passive income stream by my comment, telling you that we have a safety net, telling you that diverting focus off your main business for anything else that pops up is not a great thing to do, because obviously so many people are doing that. This speaks to people, guys, because this is what's happening in our online industry today. I talk about how security needs to be a number one priority. Again, this speaks to people because that is an issue right now. I talk about if you put your heart and soul into a business, which we know so many people are doing, you want your business to be here for the long haul. So I give a call to action that says, let's talk. So everything about this post is telling people basically what they're already going through, and I'm having the results. So they want to ask me, and I got a lot of results on this post, a lot of comments, a lot of people asking me questions. When I do get a lot of those questions, what I do is I post on this particular post so that more comments are seen, so that Facebook deems it more relevant and shows it to more of my friends. That's a really smart thing to do. Make sure you post on your own wall. Don't tell them what the business is. If they say, Lori, I want to know more information, then you make a post that says, check your private message or check your PM. I'll go over to their PM and I'll say, hey, what's your email? Let me send you a quick video for your review, or a quick, some information for your review. I do that because Facebook doesn't love it when you're constantly putting links within your private message, because Facebook's not for business. It's for, personal connecting. So what I do is they give me their email. I go over to my Gmail account and I have a short copy and paste email that I use along with the link to my capture page. Remember, it goes to capture page. So now I send them a subject line says, for your review from Lori P, so they know it's from me. I send it. I go back to them. You guys, you should be writing this down. I go back to them and I say, hey, email just sent, check your inbox. And that's how I get them on my list. Okay. And this is just from Facebook. Remember, I didn't pay for that lead. So if you need to pause the video and rewind that, just go through the way I just mentioned to you that I handle that. So let's move forward. Here's another example. Adriano does a great example. I thought this was really genius, Adriano. Very cool. He took my post as results and proof and just says, hey, good morning, folks. This is what happens when you commit and focus. And he copied my post. So that was awesome. I love that. You guys can do that. You should be doing things like that. Get creative. Here's another one that Walter does. He says, if you take your business seriously, growth is the outcome. You share it, you share the value it gives you, and others will see it too. And you can read the rest of this post, but I like what he writes here. You can sponsor or not, but you're still going to earn every 30 minutes. We all do. 82,000 members in 5 months can't be wrong. I'm here to help. Just ask. Now's the time. And he puts a little humor in there by putting this, this image that's going to catch people's eye because they're familiar with it. So these are really good examples, and you can be as creative as you want. You can put, video in there talking about your own experience. Again, not mentioning the business. I mean, there's so much you can do. Just get creative. And in the beginning, you can share people's posts. There's times that in the group, I will actually put a post of the day, and you can take it, copy it, use it for yourself, and start getting, comments and more engagement on your profile post. So start spending some time becoming creative in your posts. Now let's talk about some daily Facebook steps that are going to give you some result. Okay, so number 1, you're going to make 1 to 3 profile posts per day. like the one I just showed you. And I actually recommend that they're not all about your business. They're not all results oriented. One could be congratulating a team member or talking about how your team is growing. One could be the posts that I just showed you, a little bit talking about your business. One could be about, something personal, like show pictures of your family, show where you went for the day, or a lifestyle post, you just bought a new Louis Vuitton purse or whatever it may be. Start showing some personality in your posts as well as some business and motivational posts too. So no, and you can do more than 1 to 3, but 1 to 3 should be at least a minimum. So 2, comment on 10 posts. 3, like 10 posts. 4, post in 10 groups. 5, add 10 new friends. And 6, message 10 new people. Now this is not going to take you more than 15 to 20 minutes. Do it on a daily basis and don't skip these steps. Do it regularly. And we'll talk about a little bit where you should comment in just a moment. Okay, so are you a member of other Facebook groups, other groups on Facebook? I'm sure you are. I'm a member of a ton of them. So whether it's a business group or a basic marketing group, what you're going to do is scroll through the group and you can comment on and like 10 of those posts. It's very easy to do. You see a post, you simply click on like on that post, scroll through the comments, and you can make your own comment like, hey, thanks for sharing that. That looks really cool. Or, whatever it may be. You want to make a comment. From there, you can also comment. If there's 10 people who have already commented on that post, go ahead and, click on 10 likes. Like 10 of those posts if you want to. Do not ever mention your business or spam your links in a group or in one of those comments that I just mentioned. It's very poor business practice and you can be banned. I see a lot of people doing this in the beginning, especially when they're not familiar with how Facebook marketing works. You've never talked to this person before and all of a sudden you get a link in your Facebook message, to somebody you have no idea who they are, and it's to their business, and you're thinking, well, who are you and why are you sending me this? Well, if you feel that way, don't you think if you spam your link to somebody else, they're going to feel the same way? They're never going to comment back to you. If anything, they're going to be a little upset and maybe comment, back to you in a rude way. Don't do it. Please don't do it. And it's not, I know that this is not because you're trying to do it the right way. I know that, and you may think that's the best way, but now that you know it's not, let's move on to the techniques that really work and stay away from spamming people your link in a message, especially people you don't know. And even with people you do know, the key words for you to always say when you're discussing something would be, may I send you a link? Can I send you a link? Could I send you a link? Always ask for permission, okay? But again, the goal here is to get them to ask you about your business. That is what attraction marketing is all about. So, okay, going back to the Facebook groups, you'll simply make a nice comment relevant to the post. So like I said, if it's about their business or about results they got with lead generation or getting leads, whatever it may be, you will simply make a comment that's relevant to that post. Oh, that's cool that you got all those leads. How did you do that? Or something like that. Commenting and liking posts will start to generate friend requests from you. So now you post or you like a post and you comment on a post from someone who you're not friends with. This is important. Make sure that when you go in these Facebook groups and you choose someone to comment on their post, you're not already friends with them, because now you like their post and now you've commented on their post, and what's going to happen is they're going to say, oh, that person's interested in my business, let me friend request them. And most likely they'll actually even message you and say, oh yeah, I saw you liked my post, are you interested in more information? That's probably going to happen, which is a great way for you to get into a conversation with them. So I usually just come back and say, oh, I'm just spreading the love, how's your business going? And then we start a conversation. So make sure that you are, again, relevant to the post is your comment, and picking people who you're not friends with currently. So you can also choose qualified people in those groups to send a friend request to, only 10 per day. What constitutes a qualified person? Well, look for a person who appears to be business-minded. If you see a post in a group and you're not sure if that person is business-minded, check out their profile. Go to their profile image, open it in another, browser, check their profile, check the posts on their wall. Do you have friends in common? Again, is this a person you'd want to do business with, or is this someone who you don't think is very serious? Choose a qualified person. Are they currently in a business? Can you tell from their posts that they're actively working their business? Is this person positive in their posts and motivated? You'll know who your ideal customer is or I'm sorry, if you know who your ideal customer is, someone who wants to earn extra money, already has a home business, needs to advertise their business, and has a positive frame of mind, then this is a person to request as a friend. When they accept your request, start a conversation. Have daily conversations with people who you're already friends with that you've never spoken to. So here's an example. You will private message them after they accept your friend request and say, hey there, we've never spoken on here before. Or this is even for somebody that you've actually been friends with for a while. We've been friends for a while, just wanted to say hi, what is it that you do? So you're not leading with your business, you're just simply conversing and finding out about them. Let them talk. You can find out a lot in a conversation. In a conversation, you should be ending each message with a question. So here are some examples. You're starting a conversation and you're talking and you might say, well, how long have you been in your current business? And they're going to tell you. And you make a little message and say, oh, me too, whatever. Hey, do you like what you're doing in business? Is this your first home business? Do you think you'll want to do it full time one day? What do you do to get leads? What do you find the most challenging? Wait for them to answer you before you obviously ask each of these questions. The conversation will eventually get around to what it is that you do, but you won't sell your business. Here are some examples of your response. You could say, what is it that I do? I teach people how to grow an income online without sponsoring. What is it that I do? I work with a company that pays me to advertise my business. I view a few ads every day and I earn profit share every 30 minutes without sponsoring a single person. Again, you didn't sell your business. You didn't spam a link. You're not saying, come join me. You know they're going to ask you what you do because it's just simply the way a courteous conversation will go. So again, these could be some canned responses. You should write these down and you can come up with your own, but these are some great responses that you can use. So if someone asks you for more information after you guys have a conversation and tell them what you do, you can ask them for their email address and you'll send them a short video of the business. You can let them know that since Facebook doesn't really like links, you don't want to jeopardize your account. Very rarely will someone say, just post it in here, like they don't want to give you their email. That has happened to me twice. And I'll say to them, oh, well, Facebook doesn't really like links. I don't like to jeopardize my account. I won't put you on my email list. I'll simply just send you more information. Now, if someone says that to you and you say to them, well, I won't put you on my email list because maybe they're concerned that that's the whole thing, they don't want you having their email, then don't send them your capture page. That particular person would be an exception. What you would do is just send them a page to your presentation, okay? Everyone else, you can send them an email with the capture page, and I recommend that you do that. So you're now equipped with some great ideas to get some free Facebook marketing working for you. But it's up to you to be diligent in doing what it takes daily. So if you want to fast track your business, then you should be doing videos as often as possible. So let's talk a little bit about video. I recommend documenting your business progress using video. So let's say you're brand new to the business, or even if you're not, you're in for a month or 2 months. Start documenting by video what's happening. You're earning daily, right? So how much better could it be for you to show that? Oh, today I earned $50, but tomorrow it's $65 or whatever it is. You're showing proof. This creates proof and transparency in your business, and video is, oh my goodness, it's so influential. You can use your smartphone for video or your computer's webcam, or I recommend using screen capture software to record your screen, especially if you prefer not to be on video. Very, very easy to use. And just do it. Do what 99% of others won't do if you want results. Do as many takes as you need to and then upload it to YouTube. I'm going to just tell you a quick story. I was in a business 3.5 years ago where I started earning passively. It was my very first business where I started earning passively, where you didn't have to sponsor anyone. When I heard that, I thought, oh my goodness, this is for me. Because like I talked about in the beginning of the video where I mentioned that many people are joining MLM companies, and because there's no sponsor, because there's always a sponsoring aspect, people can't duplicate, and after 3 months of doing all this work, they drop out. I was having that experience on a regular basis, and I was tired of it. So when I learned that there was a passive income source that I could use, I just went crazy. I said, oh my God, this is so great. And I put in the money, and within 7 days or 14 days, something like that, very short amount of time, I earned $780. I couldn't believe it. It was the first real money I had earned online, real substantial money, and it was absolutely the fastest that I had ever earned. So I was so excited that I said, I have to jump on my computer and on my webcam and do a video. And I don't like doing videos. I still don't care to do them, but of course I do them because they work. So I put makeup on, I got dressed up, I got on the video, and I didn't like any of my videos. I did 20 takes. I was so tired by the end of 20 takes that I just said, I'm going to pick the best of the worst. I don't care what happens, I'm just picking it. Well, that one video I put on YouTube, and I earned within 4 months $30,000 from that video. I barely did any paid marketing to that business, and that's what YouTube did for me. So I just want to express to you how important that is, how important YouTube and how important videos are. So, just to clarify, I didn't like doing that video, but who cares? Just do it. Do as many takes as you need. If you flub up, who cares? Just keep going, or just do it again and again and again, and you will become more comfortable. And that's the whole thing. Get in front of the video will make you more comfortable for the next one that you do. So essential marketing resources that you need are your funnel, you need Facebook, YouTube, a Gmail account, screencasting software, and Canva for creating images. You can go to canva.com for that. Okay, let's talk about paid marketing. If your funnel is set up, and you can begin driving paid traffic and start seeing leads today, literally today. So if you choose to add paid marketing, there are many resources to choose from. You can see some of those resources for paid traffic here. I put them on a page. It's just easier for you to go there and take a look at those paid resources. These are some ones that I use. They work really well. And I will actually, change this page from time to time for different sources that are working well. I'll add them. If some sources stop working so well, I'll swap those out. But this is where you can find some of the resources I'm personally using. The main objective, though, is getting the lead. So whether you get it through paid traffic or whether you get it through free traffic. Once you've gotten that lead, your autoresponder will follow up with your messages, okay? That's the goal. That's what you want. So once someone has registered at your LikesXL site, here's what you should do. Very first thing you should do is send them a welcome email. You want to do that immediately. As soon as you see that registration on LikesXL, you forward them a welcome email. And the reason to do this is because that's when they're hot. That's when they're a lead. That's when they're looking at your business. If they were prompted to register after seeing your presentation, they need further instructions, which is why I recommend reaching out to them in more than one way. You can send a welcome email. You can send a welcome email with a video of you saying, hey, welcome to LikesXL. I want to instruct you to read the email below because there's further instructions. We have a great business. Whatever it is you want to say. Try locating that person on Facebook. You just take their email from your back office when you see them registered and you put it in the Facebook browser and click enter. And if that person is registered on Facebook with that email, you'll find them and you can, add them as a friend and you can message them. Add them to the Facebook group if you can find them. Call them. There is a and the phone number within the Facebook, I'm losing my thought right now because there's noise outside. There is a phone number within your LikesXL back office, and what you can do is call that person right away and say, hey, I just wanted to let you know I'm a real person, and I wanted to welcome you. I'm going to add you to our Facebook group. I sent you a welcome email with further instructions. Go ahead and watch that video in there and read the instructions, and if you have more questions you can ask me, but you know what, after you watch that that information, I'm going to reach back out to you and see if you have any questions. What's a good time to do that? And then schedule another appointment with them to talk further. You can text them immediately and say, hey, so and so, what did you think? They're going to come back and say, well, what did I think of what? And then you're going to say, hey, well, you just went to my website and checked out this business, and pop your link back in that text again and say, what did you think? Connect with them, let them know you're real. Or you could Skype them. Okay, these are all different ways, but you immediately want to do this after you get a registered person. And that's where your strength will come in. Your strength is whatever method is the most comfortable way for you to reach out to them and get in touch with them. You want to use that. If it's email, great. If it's video, great. If it's the telephone, great. But do something. Don't just let that lead sit there with no help. You want to help them. You want to help them get involved. You want to help them start creating their financial freedom. The more of the methods that you use of communication, the better your results are going to be. So if you're so inclined, go ahead and use them all. So now we're at the best part. Would you like to know what my #1 communication tool is? It's a very powerful tool and hardly anyone is using it, and it's free. It's Facebook's audio message feature that you can access directly from your smartphone if your smartphone has this feature. You'll use this feature to connect with people on a deeper, more personal level. What it does is allow people to put a voice to your face and hear your sincerity and willingness to help them. What you're going to do is you're going to use your smartphone. Go to Facebook from your smartphone. You will go to a person's profile page. You'll click on message as though you're going to message them from your phone. But instead, when you click on message, you're going to see at the bottom, if your smartphone has this feature, you'll see a little icon that looks like a microphone. Click on the microphone. It'll bring up a round red record button. You press and hold and speak, and then you'll let go when you want it to stop recording. Facebook only gives you 60 seconds, but you can say a lot in 60 seconds, and you're allowed to have as many 60-second messages as you want. Guys, this is an unbelievable way to connect with people if your leads are on Facebook or if you're just doing that free Facebook marketing method. So if you get a brand new friend, you can immediately use that message, that recording feature to say, hey, I saw, you can, use that script that I told you. Hey, I saw that we're friends on here, and I just wanted to say hi, find out a little bit more about you and what you do. How's your business going for you? I checked out your profile, and it looks like you do the same thing I do, or like-minded people. Just wanted to see how your business is going. Oh my goodness, do you know how powerful that is? It's unbelievably powerful. Please use it, and do not underestimate using this feature as often as possible. I use it with my team members. I use it with my upline, my downline, to motivate people, to ask questions, to answer questions. Many of you probably know I've probably used this audio feature with you. It's easy. It's a great way, again, to build rapport, and you don't have to worry about constantly typing. I could be anywhere, driving in the car, and I can't type, but I can leave an audio message. It works. And it may be the deciding factor on why someone joins you over someone else. So, okay, let's talk about mindset. I know that maybe a lot of people do understand the power of it, and some people don't. But this is a key, important, and effective method for anything in your life. And before I started having the type of mindset that I needed for success, I failed for 8 years. So this, I would say for me, the mindset is absolutely the key to my success. There's no doubt in my mind, and it works for every avenue of your life, whether it's health, relationships, finance, anything you can think of, it works for. So please do not underestimate the power of mindset, because if your mindset is not in the right place, you will not have success. I can guarantee you that. Your experience in this business will be directly related to whatever it is you're thinking. And do you know that you think 80% of your same thoughts over and over again every single day? Now go ahead and just contemplate that for a while and realize that you do that. Realize that you were thinking about the same thoughts most of the day yesterday. So I love this quote from Wayne Dyer. Wayne Dyer is just an amazing person. He's no longer with us, but if you can look into any of his material, any of his videos, it's incredible the information that you can get from him. And he says, if you believe it will work out, you'll see opportunities. But if you believe it won't, you'll see obstacles. Now, isn't this true? Don't you already know how true this is? Haven't you experienced both sides of this? So which way you think is a choice you make. And it's up to you. Do you know that your thoughts create an energy or a vibration? You may not know that. So your thoughts create things and situations around you. Thoughts and physical reactions. So you can simply think thoughts and create a physical reaction, such as thinking about something that makes you sad, and you can actually make yourself cry. Isn't that right? The energy from your thoughts have created the life you have right now. This is quantifiable, guys. This is not foo-foo. This is quantifiable, measurable energy and vibration. The important factor about understanding this is to be aware of your thoughts at all times. Your goal is you always want to aim for thoughts that make you happy. And I know, true, this is not always easy, but keeping that focus will get you closer to where you want to be. This is true in relationships, health, finances, and career. So recommended is daily mindset training through reading and audios. That's what you need to do. You know how you get up every morning and you eat breakfast, you feed your body? You have to feed your mind. So if you feed your body unhealthy foods and junk food and McDonald's or whatever, Twinkies every day, you're going to be foggy and not clear. Your brain's not going to work. Your body's not going to work properly. You're not going to be at your optimum, right? It's the same thing with your mind. If you're watching the news every day, or you're listening to negative coworkers, or you're feeding into the stuff that people are talking about and the garbage you hear around you, that's feeding your mind negative things. And you want to feed your mind positive things. And really, the best way to do it is to wake up in the morning and read a chapter of a book or listen to an audio while you're in the car on the way to work. There's lots of ways to do that, but it's highly recommended, and literally, it is the only way that I started to see success. So please don't underestimate the power. If you just do 1 hour a day of personal growth, think about that. That's 365 days hours a year of personal growth and of being ahead of everybody else who's not even there. So, hey, if you can add more, I recommend it. Some people do, hours and hours of daily training, because if you understand how this works, and again, I'm going to give you a link in a moment where you can get some free audios. If you do this on a regular basis, you will not only see results, but you will come to understand why the personal growth is more important than the action. And I'm not saying that action is not important. Action is very important. But the personal growth will bring you to a place of wanting to do the action. Wanting to do the action that moves you toward what you want. That is, again, the key factor. You will be prompted. You will want to do it. And you'll know you're on the right track by the way you feel. If you don't feel good about something, you're not on the right track. If you feel good about something, you are on the right track. So you need to feel prompted to take the action, and believe me, you will. You'll be so excited. You'll be doing hours of personal growth, and all of a sudden you come up with some amazing ideas, and you have to implement them right away, because you know it's going to work, and you're excited, and you can spend hours at the computer doing it. So I just want you to realize that it's not so much the how, the technical side, it's the why. So your why will prompt you to the how, to the action steps. If you don't understand that, then please, go here. This is the link I was talking about. You can get some free mindset audios and also some recommended reading. I will always update this from time to time and add new books that I read, because I read on a regular basis. And these audios, these particular audios I listen to still every day, they change my life. 100% hands down change my life. So I hope you enjoy it. So in closing, you have endless ways to share your business. And we've only discussed a few of them here because, that would take a whole nother training to dive into each individual one. And down the road, I'm going to create a training where you guys will have all that information. But right now, this is the basics, the 4 core basics of what you need. And I wanted to express that to you and have you understand the benefits and the importance of having a funnel with those 4 core basics, the importance of Facebook marketing and attraction marketing, the importance of branding yourself, and the importance of mindset. Those are really the takeaways I want you to have. So if you have to watch this video again, please do. Please understand where you want to come from, from a place of sharing rather than feeling like you're trying to recruit. Okay? Because again, the sharing aspect, if you can really come from a place of realizing that you are helping other people and that you're doing them a disservice by not sharing it because they could create financial freedom, then you need to change your mindset. It's sharing, guys. Because people join people that they know, like, and trust. So be creative, get in front of large audiences, stay in touch with them, and above all else, be yourself. Have a great day, and I'll talk to you soon.